Alex.
Today we are going to start class 101, and let's have a quick introduction, both of you, to start begin with our journey on this PowerShell. Okay, and I'll taking the notes for the continue from the last demo class. Today date is 09 August 2025. Okay, it's going to start with the class 01. Now let's begin with the introduction about yourself. Just you can tell your name, your location, and total years of experience and working with technologies, and about PowerShell. Go ahead.
Hi everyone, my name is Sunaina Talashi. I belong to Jammu and Kashmir. Regarding my professional background, I've worked for many companies in the past, and my overall IT experience of nearly 8.5 years. Currently, I am with Status Neo Technology, which is a company based out of Gurgaon. I'm working as a senior consultant, responsible for handling database administration task involving like installation configuration of SQL servers, configuring high availability solution like availability groups, replication, and stuff like that.
Very
A
good.
major portion of my time and experience is also spent working on Azure side of things, particularly Azure SQL. Regarding partial, I don't have much experience, but it is required for us to
Correct.
automate repetitive tasks. So that's the reason I'm learning PowerShell. Also, I'm looking for a switch in the recent and near future. So I wanted to learn this particular command shell in order to boost my chances of selection.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, this is rightly said, Sunaina. Thank you so much for a quick introduction. Yeah, this is a trend and this is the actual expectation from everyone. Being, more than 8 years of experience, it is very much mandatory to have a skill on automation. And since we are in a product supporting from the Microsoft, which is database, and it's very much needed. And I'm into the same platform on Windows Server, Active Directory, Azure, Identity Access Management, cloud security consultant. So
Yeah.
this is very much needed because we have that is in many things to do for the manual work in our operations activity. But when you know the knowledge of the PowerShell, we can do anything, right? For to ultimately we need to have some value added services. Potentially we have to work on that, not like fresher or 1 plus 2 plus years of people working and coming and working few incident. This would not be expectation from the technical technical team members. We should have the more skill and more always we need to have the vision to think about ourselves value added service how we can provide, so we can know this. When we know this, it will be going to have a changes, like anything you will come to know that feeling. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you Sunaina. Yeah, Shiva.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. My name is Shivam Tripathi. I'm currently located in Bangalore. The total year of experience, it's close to 7 years now. I started my journey as a like desktop support engineer and all. So in over there and all, I have like 3 years of experience. Post that and all, I moved to a different team, which is like SSM and Intune. And there I have spent almost like 3.5 years as an operational engineer, L2. Post that again, I've moved to one more endpoint security team, so which I've recently started. I've started learning the new Trellix, McAfee Trellix agent, and the Microsoft Defender. And the PowerShell, why I joined this course is it's very much indeed it's required to do the manual automation and everything. Also, day-to-day operational activity of this PowerShell is very much required.
Yes, agreed. Same, Shivam. Thanks for the quick introduction. Like explained to Sunaina, you also is a part of same Microsoft product, which you are supporting SCCM, Intune, and endpoint security. These are all uh, everyone. This is when you started with the server administrator or desktop support, and it's a continue with the uh, I know device management and user management, specifically SCCM, and these are all Intune. I think you are also supporting MDM as well, right? Mobile device management,
Correct,
right?
sir. This is
Right.
MDM as well.
And yeah, these are all product SQL database, SCCM, Intune, Azure, Office 65. These are all Microsoft is very much needed. This PowerShell is a highly powerful product to helping us to the system administrator job. And when we become a senior persons, then it is very much needed. We will not be a traditional kind of work method. We should have that little more smarter way. Highly potentially we need to work on that, and highly value added service we need to provide, right? Obviously, you know, this current situation, every organization has a different feel, right? People are
Correct.
laying off and people are implementing many things on automation, their project, reducing the manpower. And we don't know that when it's going to reach and what is going to happening in upcoming days. But the strong recommendation, a strong gut feel is who has a skill, who has a good skill and who has upgraded their skills, and they will be surviving in IT. That is a, you know, keeping in mind we are started the journey. But this is all which is, this is happening now. So you know, right, already. uh, who are doesn't have a skill and they are not ready to upskill in themselves, then it is very soon they'll be moving out. Agreed.
Correct, sir. Agreed.
Right. So quickly, my introduction. Myself, my name is Neil. So again, I have the total years of experience. Location is Bangalore.
Correct, sir.
Okay, and total years of experience. Now it's overall going to reach 16 years of experience. And same as worked on the design desktop support, started journey with IBM, right? System administrator, and worked on Windows Active Directory. Even I worked on few projects in SCCM, Landisk, okay, and Azure, which is basically in a security, and automation, which is having the PowerShell. Okay, I know that is in AWS and GCP as well, but primary skill would be in Azure and PowerShell, which is senior security and automation. The senior cloud, which is you can consider Azure security consultant. Okay. So this is my profile, and my passionate actually. So to, you know, spend some time to the teach to the student. I'm good into the delivering this, I know. So just to spending some time to the students during weekend. It is just to, maybe it's because of my father was in primary school teacher and he was administrator. I was headmaster. So because of that, you know, it is come as a teaching passionate. So now I like to, you know, teach the people. So hence I'm just spending time with you guys for taking one or two matches for, you know, it is both again learning and earning kind of part. Okay,
Understood, sir.
good.
Okay, sir.
Right. Thank you so much. Whoever going to join later. Let's begin with now. So let's begin with starting with recapping last class what we have discussed last session, and considers today is first class, right? And I would recommend and I would request you to whatever we are going to discussing here, right? And please start practicing. Okay, I make you to, it should be get interested, and any requirement come to you, you should feel this can be achievable by using PowerShell. Very simple. and you can try working on that. This course is demanding you have to understood the concept. After understood the concept, you have to write the script. You have to sit and in front of system. You have to type the commandlet. You have to process it. The more you processing, the more you open the PowerShell console and typing what the logic you're applying. Take Google Help. That's not a problem. But you interact with the PowerShell console always. If you're more interacting PowerShell console, it will get interested. When you get the result, when you get output from the PowerShell, that is become more interesting and you will be become happy. Okay, this is how I learn it, and start practicing parallelly. And once you have any doubt, stop me, and you can share the screen and you can implement it. Right? You know that already PowerShell it is there, right? Already you have seen that is console and you have opened that is in. What we have
That's
discussed,
correct, sir.
yeah, what we discussed in last class, we understood, started our journey, which is we call as a commandlet, first part, and we know the command prompt, right? Command prompt, we know the design, we have the couple of commands, we are working on that. But in PowerShell specifically, we talk called as a commandlet. But begin with the PowerShell console, we have that is in four type of console.
So you're not audible. Shivam, are you here? Are you able to hear
Uh,
us?
no, 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 not at all.
Sorry. It is clicked on mute button. Okay, I'm just repeating. So we have understood console, which we have the basically four type of console where we have the 64-bit and x86 called 36-bit, right? Which is 32-bit. And we would be going to talk about 64-bit direct console and ISC where we are going to write the script. This console we are going to start after 4 or 5 classes, which where we are going to write the script. And some terminology we need to understand in PowerShell. What are those? We talked about, begin with this first. We talked about how do we get a full information of the commandlet and how do you check that is in commandlet of the help, right? Any commandlet you wanted to find, we would use for wildcard, right? We use a wildcard. So we don't know that any commandlet. So we need to find that commandlet we would be using for the wildcard, which is indicating with the star. Correct. These are again very basic level. How do I start PowerShell journey? Then we would need to know this point, right? And then every commandlet has a parameter, right? And we understood last class making we are framing the simple task, right? Which is we got to know the requirement and how do we start it. So basically the end with ultimately commandlet, right? Commandlet, and you have to type the parameter. We talked about few things, right? And when do we use the wildcard, and what is the purpose of the wildcard, which has different you know method we are going to use it, right? To find, to search something in that within the PowerShell and within the string method, we would be using for wildcard, right? And this wildcard has the logic, which is method. When you talk about the start with, and we would be going to use a star as a end side. And when you talk about the end with, we would be using the star begin. And in the requirement, if he's using everything or containing, then the star would be using for both the side. It would going to search for wherever it is going to find it. And simple commandlet, parameter, string value, parameter, integer value. So there is a method, there is a process, there is a format. Anything you wanted to write a requirement in a PowerShell, the method is commandlet, parameter. This is data types. It's demanding this parameter is asking for the system.string. It is string value we have provided, input we have supplied here. And this is a parameter. And this parameter is demanding to enter integer value, which is called number we typing. So every commandlet has, remember, this is a logic, this is a process. Every commandlet to process, we have to have a parameter, which is begin with the hyphen. And each parameter, it is demanding to enter the input, which is, it might be a system dot string, the data type, or system dot integer, system dot date and time, and depends on the parameter, it would give that is in different type of data types. But basically we wanted to understand what is that parameter demanding. Always we need to look into this data types, and then we need to frame it, right? And to know the full information, each commandlet, we should get full information. Then we would be using for get hyphen help and commandlet. Correct? Example, get hyphen service. This is the first basic we need to understand that. Any commandlet, based on your requirement, you should find the commandlet. So how to find the commandlet? So commandlet we are going to use for wildcard, correct? We would be using for the wildcard, for example, get hyphen command, and we use for the service, right? And we got the commandlet get hyphen service. This is a commandlet. Now again, every commandlet should have that is in parameter. To find that is in full information of the commandlet, we should ask the PowerShell to help, which is called get hyphen help and get hyphen service commandlet. And it would give you that is in full information. So if it's not giving the full information, what you need to do? If it is not giving me the full information, what we need to do? We
So
talked
the
about.
help command. So the help command we need to use.
If it is not giving me the full information when you use the help commandlet, we discussed what we need to do that. How do we get the full information of the commandlet?
So we need to get the syntax of that particular command, and then according.
No. If did not get that full information, if you did not get the full information, did we talk about update hyphen help?
Correct, sir.
Yeah.
See that? This is again one more important. When you type in your system get hyphen command and you're looking for commandlet like service example, and it would give you that is in a list of commandlet, you can find that is a right commandlet. Since I have that is in more commandlet which install the module, you can search with a smarter way. Get is a common, you can use a service. So when you get the commandlet, now get hyphen help and get hyphen service, it should give the full information under the syntax is rightly said, sure. But if it is not giving me the description related links, can you both of type and see this, what is information you are getting?
Sure, sir.
Just tell me that is are you getting this full information, this kind of, and show me that, both of you. So Naina, you are logged in through mobile.
Yeah.
Or
No, I logged in from my
laptop? Now you logged in laptop.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay, so just share me the both of your screen. Let me see that what is that information we're getting by default. And
Sure, sir.
if it is not giving the default information, you have to have update the help. This is the first you need to get ready with the getting full information of each commandlet.
Correct, sir.
Going to share the screen, anyone?
Yes, sir.